So yes, I'm still on this my love expression. I was reluctant to come back online because I was kicked out by NEPA, right? And so when they brought the light, I just continued working out. Well, it keeps pressing on my heart to come online, and I don't like to disturb myself. I prefer to go with the flow than walk against my intuition. I always live to regret it, right? So my love language, literally, is understanding. And this has to do a lot with my love expression because first of all, we need to understand something. Understanding, understanding, understanding takes patience. You do not rush into understanding, you gradually grow into it. But once you understand, it's a whole ball game, it's a whole different ball game, right? But so, because it takes patience, right? I take my time even when I see the red flags to understand. This is why if I turn my back and I don't look back anymore at any connection I created, right, or I allowed to be created, it is because I have understood. So you need to understand that it might look like I'm foolish when I'm understanding that process, right? Because it takes patience. But once I have understood and it's glaring that this, right, is someone that does not respect that God within me that gives me life, I turn my back. And you see, once I turn my back, anything backward does not exist to me anymore because the man I was how many days ago does not exist. You see the way when I was skinny and now that version has disappeared. That's the same way I turn my back. I turn my back and I face front completely. There's no booyah about am I looking back? Am I not looking back? Am I trying to get something? Am I interested in somebody else? No. So yes, I was saying a lot before I got disconnected. And authenticity, right, is why I take time in understanding because I want you to be your true self to me. I don't like high service, right? I don't like pretense. And so if you're not going to pretend or high service, you have to keep up an act for a long while. And you can't keep up an act for a long while, right? Your true colors will come out. This is why when I turn forward, I don't look back at all because I have given it my best of best. So I'm not someone that seeks anything but freedom. And so I'm not trying to please your free will. I want your free will to be you feeling good without any conditions. I don't know. My head is just away. Sorry, wrapped about unconditional love because I offer unconditional love. I don't see why I shouldn't offer unconditional love because left to me, the next God in expression, I want that God to feel love, even if it's just a little bit, right? And the truth about it is the beauty that is that even when I look forward and I don't look back, right? I've in that connection, I've ensured that Even if the person wants to remember what love feels like, they have a memory. Right? I left them something they can look back on and see. Ah, so that was actually love. But when they can identify it, right, that someone was actually expressing honest love to them, but it's their insecurities that made them not see it because they thought everybody is trying to perform love. You know, there are people like us, they did not send your papa. We are just doing who we are. So, what is my expression of love? I like to see that, right? Everything I need, I don't need to start stressing to get it. This does not literally mean that everything I need, I've always gotten it, right? But everything I've needed, God has a way of getting for me because that's how I've grown up. I've grown up being spirit aware of this. So, yes, it wasn't always rosy because a lot of me did not even love God, right? I had this part of me that believed God did not love me because I was told so. So this is why I don't listen to anybody. That you can anything outside of me cannot tell me what is true. I do not need a doctor to tell me who I am. And if you need a doctor to tell you who you are, it's fine. But the truth about the matter is that a doctor would still need to run blood tests, need information from you to know who you are. You can't just know out of the blues because he has experienced other people before. So you are unique, always going to be unique. And you are spirit. But you see, I just had this crazy conversation with someone on Thread app, right? And the conversation was the person was saying you can't be experiencing something and have no knowledge of what you're experiencing. That was the key point of the starting of the video, right? And my point was that I'm not saying you're wrong because the truth is you're right. But the truth is a lot of people are breathing and breath is spirit. They're having a spiritual, they're having a spirit experience. And still they believe that there is no God. They believe they are not spirits. There can never be anything related to spirit. So they can have no knowledge of what is going on with them and still be experiencing something. Just like when, right, when my love was being expressed and they could not see it because they're using their perspective. But until they saw that I'm not out to gain anything from that connection apart from just making you feel love. That's when it become clear that, oh, so you mean it is possible because people don't believe unconditional love is real. They don't believe you can be blissful without any condition. And this itself, right, is why I exist. Is why love wants to prove that indeed love is the most powerful force in all of existence. True itself, which is me, right? Because the truth is we're all just love in different expressions. But love is diversity and love is infinite. So diversity on an infinite level. And as much as it looks like I know all about love, I am only learning love. I'm only learning a lot from love. Every day as I grow to understand love better because I grow to understand me better, right? And I am love. So I love to grow because my nature is infinite. Love is infinite. And I express love by trying to give that atmosphere of positive energy. Now, just because I'm that kind of person, a lot of people think differently, which I have learned from interactions over the years that people do have different perspective of life, and this brings out the beauty of life. Honestly, it makes me very like in deep gratitude for the kind of perspective I have, because when I see other perspective, I appreciate my perspective more. Like seriously, I'm always blown away. Like, and I'm thrilled and excited to uncover and unfold the God within me. Right? I'm always curious to unfold God. But yes, free will is very important to me. If you give me your free will, I would try to unwrap you like an onion, right? Every layer I will take apart because it's fun. It's fun understanding God in different ways, because being spirit born, you see the world differently than just being neurodivergent. So imagine being neurodivergent and spirit born at the same time. The combination is crazy, right? Like it's mad and intense. And I'm blessed and grateful for that combination, because I love every part of it. It hasn't always been rosy. I've had to climb on roof to pull solar panel and install solar panel, right? Photovoltaic installation. And entered rooftops and wired electrical this thing. And when I did all that labor, I wasn't even looking like anything myself, right? I still passed as that stud or tomboy that people thought I was, right? And because of that, I experienced life differently. And for years, I lived looking like something I'm not, right? This happened to me. I lived it. I lived not having any support or help. And when I tried to push myself out there doing hefty labor, I was taken advantage of. Like the last, the electrical work I did, that I was carrying solar panel, carrying ladder, decker of ladder, that ladder that you draw tree to come up to be long. Only me carried it, and I was not even this big. I was like still tiny me, right? I went through all that by myself, and I wasn't even seen. So then I was looking for someone to see me. It was important to me to be seen. It would have meant so much to me if I was seen then. But that was then, and then has gone. It does not exist anymore. That's what you need to understand. Then of me wanting to be seen, wanting to be understood by something outside of me is dead. It's so dead that I cannot even recognize it. Right? So when I do things, when I do good things, when I do good things that it appears to be, because it's normal thing for me, just normal being. I know I'm not saying that I didn't make mistakes. I still make my mistakes. Like seriously. But when I express love, right, it is me being my real self, because I am just accepting that nature of who I am. Love. And love will always want to feel good. And feeling good is everything to me. So feeling good is free will. So I would rather you spit on me and that is your free will. I know this is your character, this is who you are. Than you trying to, do something extra just because of how I look or something, or you think, okay, I'm artistic, you just saw that I can create something. Because a lot of people use external things to define themselves, right? They cannot do any difference with another person. They would use that same external thing to define other people. So they will ask you what you have going on, how many cars do you have, or something like that, or what business do you have, or like. And the truth is, all these things, business, the truth about business was the origin and root of business was to help us grow in love. But it became more important than that love. And so it started having loops and breaking apart. Because anything without love, without expressing love, is stupidity. Just the same way, if I'm not expressing love, I'm just a stupid big fool. That's just the simple truth. And why would I just want to reduce my energy? Because love is energy. It's that energy that keeps me increasing and understanding myself more. And I'm in love with all that. I'm in love with increasing and learning and expanding in love, seeing God in everything. So when I know that God is everything, it's very easy for me to see that anything I do to another, I'm doing it to myself. It's very easy for me to see that every word I say, right, I'm only saying it to myself. My words have 100% effect on me than anybody else. And it's because I can understand all this. It doesn't make any sense for me to act otherwise. And so when you think I'm actually performing holy, right, I don't care. I don't care to be holy because I'm not trying to go to heaven. Yes, listen, I am not trying to go to heaven. I'm just expressing love because love is God. And God used itself to birth all that can exist. So there cannot be a part of God that is more interesting than the God within me right now. Because that God within me is the toppest and highest I can ever feel. It is the only thing I feel, literally. I don't know if you can feel something outside of you, but yeah, what I feel inside is so real to me that nothing can surpass it. So you can't come and tell me you know what I'm feeling inside of me. Just the same way, you can't come and tell me you understand me and I'm not feeling understood. And that means there's a miscommunication because understanding goes both ways, right? And when you feel understood, some people get defensive. But yes, I don't. I love to be understood. I love to be discovered. And that's what humanity does, tries to discover love in everything we do. Always looking for something to feel good. So yes, my love language is understanding, and that is my love expression. And it's fine and beautiful to me. You don't always have to understand where I'm coming from. Like you don't even need to know who I am before you treat me. I don't need to know who you are, what you have done in your past or anything to see that you are God in expression. That's just how it makes sense to me. And if I can help you fetch water, I would fetch water. Right? Every day I fetch water in this house. I fetch water, I walk out to the water, fetching water. And it's fun to me because I'm someone that makes everything I do fun because what's the point of being miserable in everything you're doing? Are you a baby? Then we'll start looking for external things to feel good. This is why my brain is just different. I do not use external things to feel good. I define my feeling good. And once I see that I have to do something, it becomes fun to me. And so when it's fun to me, I do it with my whole heart, right? And I'm very hyper focused on whatever I want to do. Like I'm so you say nobody can talk to me, but that's because I'm not seeing so much of a difference. I'm not saying that we should not. I don't listen. I actually listen to people funny enough, and I introspect almost every day to be sure that do I really truly listen to anyone? Because sometimes I'm guilty of making that mistake, right? To place something else above that my intuition. That my intuition is just a language from what is within me, right? Trying to tell me who I am, like trying to give me signals. So when I go to spaces, I don't follow what is within others because that is their own guide. Just the same way what is within me is my own guide. So I understand myself through spirit. And this has made life beautiful for me because it has made me understand everybody else. It's just God in expression. And so life is like simple to me because I love to feel good. I'd rather be someone feeling good than someone not feeling good. I don't really understand why people chase after feeling good without feeling good. Like, if you know that you need love to grow, what's the point of stalling the love? It's so simple. Does it make sense? You need love and you don't want to give yourself love. Are you not being a baby? Because baby are the ones that need help to give themselves love, to feel good, right? Because love is the highest level of feeling good. So that is where I stand in my love expression. I do not let anything but me feel good, right? So anything I'm doing, if you think you're using me or I'm being played or whatever, it's just your own perspective, it's how you are perceiving it. For me, I'm feeling good doing whatever I'm doing because as long as I'm doing it, I'm feeling good about it. If I'm not doing it, it's different, right? And so it has to feel right within me to feel good. I don't just make things feel good out of the blues. It sounds like that, right? It sounds like that, but the truth is, it has to feel good from within. And from within is that intuition, that soul, that God within me giving me life. So everything within me has to line in one and agree. Yes, yes, yes. So I know who I am because I am love and I understand love. Because love is what we all exist within. And I'm just an expression of love, just like you are. And this is why I keep telling you that you are very important to exist. Because existence needs you to be complete unto itself. Never forget that. Never. There can be nothing more important than love. And anything please higher than love will always come.